Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we're at this cool amazing part right here in my hand. As you can see, basically what it is the brand new iPad Air. They have this part right here that's in peel open, so let's open it up first. Alright, let's slide it open. Alright, so the one that I got right here is the one with the only Wi-Fi. It doesn't have LTE on this. If you guys want that option, you guys definitely can, but let's open it up first. Alright, so when we first open it up, this is basically what it looks like inside. Just take it out like this. Alright, super thin, if you guys can see. Let's see what else is in the actual packaging itself right here first before we open up that part and check it out. So it looks like we got some instruction guide right here. So we take this part out like this. Then you guys can see that they have the charging cable right there and the actual charging block itself. And the charging block, if you guys can see, it is a USB-C. I believe this one is a 20 watts. And then obviously they provide you guys the cable, which is a USB-C to USB-C cable to actually charge the product itself. And that's basically everything that's in here. So let's take a look at what is in here first. So they provide you guys a user manual right here on how to use the product itself and all the different functionality that's on here. And also provide you guys some stickers right here, which is 2 Apple stickers, which is pretty awesome because the brand new iPhone only gives you guys 1 Apple sticker. So that's basically everything that's in the packaging itself. Now let's look at the actual product itself. Alright, so here we have the product. Let's open it up right here. Alright. So this is basically what it looks like. If you can see, the one that I got right here is the rose gold color because it looks really nice. Camera right there, if you can see. And then right here is the mic. They have the buttons on the side right here, and I believe that's the volume control right here. On the top part is the actual button to activate the product, and this is also a touch ID right here. So basically all you guys have to do is touch this part with your finger to activate it if you guys have your touch ID on here. And you guys can see that they have the speaker right here on top, and they also have the speaker on the bottom as well. And right here is the USB-C output to charge up the product. And then the other side right here is basically all empty, if you guys see right there. And if you guys are wondering the front part, this is basically what it looks like. So they have the camera right here on top that you can use for the front facing camera, which is 7 megapixel. And you guys can also use the FaceTime on here as well. But there is no Face ID on this if you guys want to know about that. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. You guys can see that's super thin. Just to give you guys like a size comparison of like the iPhone versus the iPad Air. The iPad Air is actually much smaller and thinner than the actual iPhone itself, which is pretty amazing. So let's turn on the product first and see what it looks like. So I just want to press the top part right here. Alright, so it turns on. Alright, so you can see that it didn't take that long to actually activate it. It took less than 1 minute to activate the product itself. So what you guys want to do now obviously is to activate it, set up everything you guys need to do on the actual iPad Air first. Alright, so we got to the part right here where we're doing the Touch ID if you can see. So you want to click continue. And then you guys want to set the Touch ID, which is using the top part here. So basically when you guys want to set up your Touch ID, you want to put your whole finger like this. So it can fit the whole finger. Because if it doesn't, then you guys can't do it correctly. You guys can see, so we got it. So it tells us to do it one more time. Alright, so it's all done. So you guys finished setting your Touch ID on here. Alright, so it looks like it's done. Get started. Maybe let me try turning off the dark mode so you can see a little bit better. Alright, so once I turn off dark mode, this is basically what it looks like right here. So this is the light mode, so you can see that looks amazing. If you guys compare it to like the older iPad Air, it's so much more of like the screen. You guys can see so much on here. So like when we try out the sensitivity on here, you can see it's really easy and really smooth. The display screen on here is supposed to be a 10.9 inches that has a liquid retina display on here. And it's also supposed to be using like the brand new A14 Bionic chip that's supposed to have 40% faster CPU. So let me just turn on something maybe on like YouTube and see how it performs. So obviously if you guys can hear, there's no audio on here. So if you guys want to turn on the audio, you guys want to click the button on the side right here to increase it. If you guys look at the actual quality or like the resolution on the actual screen itself on this iPad Air, it looks amazing. And what they also mentioned for this brand new iPad Air is the fact that when you guys are doing your creative stuff, whether it be art or whatever, like editing videos or doing graphic design or whatever, it's supposed to be much faster. Like graphic design, I think is up to like 30% faster. And then like editing videos for like 4K videos are even easier and faster on here as well. So if you guys want to get like the magic keyboard, you guys can start doing like this and just start typing stuff and get like the Apple Pencil and start doing stuff as well, like draws different stuff on the actual iPad Air. you guys can do that as well. So it makes it a lot easier when you guys are doing your editing or whatever. And one thing that I don't have on this one is that if you guys get the LTE, it's supposed to be much faster by around 60%. I can't test it on this one because I don't have the LTE like I mentioned, but if you guys do have that, feel free to test it out. But just from here in the test right now, you can see that the audio is really clear and super powerful. It has that stereo sound built in. That comes on both on the bottom and also the top part, so that's pretty amazing. And when you guys look at how thin the product is, you guys can't even believe how much this weighs. This product itself for the iPad Air 4 only weighs 1 pound. So that's even lighter than the actual dumbbell itself, so that's actually pretty cool. So one thing I've got to mention right here, I'm not sure if you can see or not, right there. Basically what this is right here is a magnetic connector. They also have these on the actual iPhone itself. I didn't know what that was at the time after doing some research. Then I found out that's the magnetic connector. So if you guys have this on your iPhone 12 or whatever, you guys can put your Apple Pencil on there as well. So that's what it is for. And if you guys have like the cellular LTE model or the option on your iPad Air, there should be a slot right here to put in your SIM card right here, but since I have the Wi-Fi only one, it won't have that on this one. So now that we test the actual product itself, let's test out the cameras on here. So for the back camera here, it's supposed to be a 12 megapixel camera. That's supposed to be a wide angle camera, not ultra wide. If you guys want the ultra wide included, then you should get the iPad Air Pro. And then in terms of the video quality on the product itself, it can record up to 4K video if you guys want to use the option as well. Whereas for the front-facing camera, it's actually 7 megapixels, so it's not as powerful as the back one, but it still is really good, especially if you guys want to do FaceTime with friends or whatever, then it's really nice. So let's try out the camera quality on here and see how it performs. Alright, so this is basically what the camera quality looks like. You can see it's super high quality, and the screen is really big, so you can see my whole entire face on here. And if you guys look at all these functionalities on here, so there's a live mode here, there's a timer right there, there's the flip camera right there, the taking picture option right here. This is where you can click to go to the previous pictures that I took in, and then there's all these other options here as well. So there's like the video, there's photos, there's square, you guys can change whatever you guys want to do on here. There's slow-mo, there's panorama. So when you guys first get the product itself, it won't be on 4K. It'll actually be on 1080p set up automatically. So if you guys want to change it to 4K, you guys want to go to your settings page right here and go to camera and change right here to the video. And then choose 4K at 24 frames per second, or 30 frames per second, or 60 frames per second. Obviously, if you guys turn it on 60 frames per second, it definitely uses a lot more of your data or space in your actual iPad Air itself. So if you don't get the best quality, then that is what you guys have to sacrifice. So now we have it on the actual 4K itself. Let's go back to camera. And now we are on 4K quality right here, so let's try it out. Alright, so it's recording. So basically what you guys are seeing right now is the 4K quality. If you guys can see how fast I'm moving here, it's really smooth. This is the 4K at 60 frames per second, if you guys can see. And the way how you guys also know is by looking at the top part right here. It says 4K right there. So definitely like the resolution on here for 4K is pretty amazing. The picture quality is amazing as well. But let's try out the front facing camera and see how that one works. So this is basically what it looks like right here, but let me take a photo to show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so I took a photo of the front-facing camera right there. You can see the quality is really high quality and everything. And definitely one thing to note about the iPad Air is the fact that it doesn't have portrait mode on here. So if that's the issue for you guys, then it's something to consider. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. You can see it looks pretty amazing, super thin everything. Performance is really fast. Audio is really good, super powerful and super loud. It has the good audio and bass. The overall quality of the actual images and everything, the processing speed, the CPU and everything is really fast, especially with the brand new A14 Bionic chip. And if you guys really think about it, it's pretty amazing how such a small little device can perform so powerful, if you can see. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Now that we did a quick unboxing and testing the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that this is worth it if you guys want one or need one of these, especially if you guys are like artists or designers and you guys want to get like an iPad Air to like do stuff much easier where in terms of like editing your photos, editing like videos, whatever. This actually works pretty well in those cases because it's basically, if you guys think about it, it's like almost like a laptop. If you guys get like the Magic Keyboard or any kind of keyboard with this, then you can type stuff on here a lot easier. But if you guys are doing stuff on like a computer, usually the computer is not touchscreen if you guys have like a Mac. But if you guys have like a different laptop, then most likely you guys can touch the actual screen itself. This is a little bit different than the Mac because you guys have the option where you guys can tap the screen, so it makes it a lot easier for you guys if you guys need to do like hands-on editing that you guys can't do manually on like a mouse or on like a keyboard. So definitely having the option is pretty cool, but you guys have to determine which one is best for you guys. If you guys want an iPad Air or if you guys want a iPad Pro. So obviously if you guys want more options and more functionalities and everything, they should definitely get the iPad Pro because it has more functionality and more options for you guys. So pretty much long story short, yes, this is worth it if you guys want one and need one of these. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want one or don't need one or have needs one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that you do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for a quick unboxing and testing on the product itself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, then make sure to click on that notification in the bottom to be notified of new videos that will be coming up in the future. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace. And then for today's G Squad fan shout out day, we have